First leg of the 6-up is race number 6. Down to the 1,000 metres here. It's a Class 3 Baltic Whisper. Impressive course and distance winner on debut. Dylan Moe takes £5 off. Moneyboy, quick backup from Wednesday night. Hair Trigger's a 2-time course and distance winner this season. Massive Pocket makes his Hong Kong debut, as does Money More and Mr. Lumiere. Master Albert course and distance for the first time, as it is for Flying Lover. And All My Game was behind Hair Trigger last time.
Now, Mr. Lumiere, Money More and Massive Pocket have all got very good speed. Master Albert is an interesting runner coming to the 1,000 now. He's likely to sit in behind. Circuit King and Baltic Whisper, of course, was a jump and run win on his debut. And he's got the claimer going on. So good to fast expected here. There'll be no sitting around just waiting for it to unfold, Paul.
No, you won't be able to have a cup of tea with this one. Here's Baltic Whisper with Dylan Moe aboard. Just some slow sectionals down the back, but he has improved since that win, and it was an impressive win. So Dylan Moe taking that £5 off. Looks pretty good. Massive Pocket, now he's the first starter. He's had 2 trials, he's won one of them. He's £1,072. He looks good, actually. This horse goes pretty well. I wouldn't be surprised if we see a really good run from him on debut down there. He comes with Australian form. And Mr. Luminaire, as you mentioned, Alberto Santa aboard. Not Albert, Alberto.
Master Albert's in the race.
He's in the race. We knew there's an Albert there somewhere. He's another first starter where he's had 3 trials. Mr. Luminaire. No S, right? Silent?
No S, yeah,
right?
silent. We'll come back to him in a moment. Let's start off with Baltic Whisper, though. It was pretty impressive on debut. From a low gate barrier 2, Zach was very positive and managed to get across right there on the lead.
Yeah, well, he'll have to deal with that again. It'll be Dylan Moe this time, of course, with a £5 claim having to deal with barrier number 3. But we saw that speed map. I'm not sure whether or not he can get to that outside rail, because some of these new horses do look to have their fair share of pace.
Yeah, I don't know if he... Yeah, you're right.
But he might not need to be a one-trick pony.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Yeah.
Because the way he hit the line here, he was going away at the end. So I don't think he necessarily needs to lead. I was impressed with that win. I thought it was very good.
Went up 10 points, but with Dylan's 5,
didn't miss him.
Yeah, brings them back to just a £5 rating rise. Let's have a look at some of these first starters then, or making their Hong Kong debut, I should say. Massive Pocket was a dual winner in Australia. He's
drawn 14 ideally for his debut here in Hong Kong. He's £1,072. He'll race forward. I've liked his track work. And I like this trial. He was under a really good hold here at the end. 7 Heavens, who ran second, didn't really do too much. But the third horse is not a bad horse, the Harmony horse as well. So I think he'll run well. I think he'll give the favourite a fright.
He's got the ideal draw. I expect him to be there. I just wasn't sure what would happen when the whip started cracking, so I've left him out.
Mr. Lumiere and Money More has only just had the one trial coming into this.
He was pushed out a bit in it too, I thought. I thought Mr. Luminaire was going a lot the better of the 2. Mr. Luminaire's had 3 trials. He's 1,098, 1,081 for Money More. Cheek pieces will go on him on his debut. Of the 2, I preferred the 9, Mr. Luminaire.
Tend to agree. Master Albert is a horse we've focused on a lot, Andrew.
He is. We'll see what he can do here, because racing over the 1,200 metres, beaten favourite a number of times, dropped back in trip. I thought it was a good run at Happy Valley. It'd be interesting what he can do.
We spoke on the night about the 1,000 at the Valley. Maybe they might try the 1,000 at Sha Tin. Well, sure enough, they're going to come back and have a crack at it now. That's Moment of Power on the outside, who won on Wednesday night. So that reads well. They'll jump, they'll run. They won't give him too much time to think about it. We know he's got a lot of talent, so he's probably worth another option. It's almost a bit like Paul O'Sullivan with the Destin scenario coming back in trip.
Yeah, I'll put him in the numbers. He's got our favourite. He's been costly, but he's run well.
Yeah.
If that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. All right, so with all these, again, these debutants, 3 of them, Paul, are they in or not?
I've got a Massive Pocket in. Could be the omen tip with the old red packets, isn't it? So I've got him in, but I've got Baltic Whisper on top. I think he can go on and win again. I'm not worried about the draw. I don't think he's a one-trick pony, and the £5 claim will help. Massive Pocket, of the first starters, I've got him in there in for second. Master Albert, will give him another chance. He's been running so well without winning. And Mr. Luminaire, of the other first starters, he goes all right. 1, 6, 10 and 9, but Exotics this way, 1, 6 and 10.
I thought Money More, you could probably exclude him at the moment, but the other 2 debutants, of course, these are PPs. They have raced before, I think, are interesting, but I didn't get any of them in. I ended up going with Master Albert. I think the 1,000 here, sitting on the back of a hot speed, might be just what he's looking for. If not, then you'd have to seriously consider leaving him out from now on. Baltic Whisper's going to be hard to beat. Hair Trigger loves his course and distance, and Dragon Master does as well. So 10-1-4-2, but another very interesting race. Baltic Whisper 2.7, solid favourite.
Yeah, he's come up short enough, hasn't he? Well, I got the same cue, 10-1, 110 for me there in race number 6. The big races, of course, are races 8 and 9. Get ever closer to that. Another quick break first, though. Back right after this.